The Unshakeable Now, an Eckhart Tolle guide to ending emotional vulnerability and discovering true strength. We live in a world that teaches us to be strong. We are told to build fortresses around our hearts, to project confidence, to avoid showing weakness. We spend a lifetime accumulating psychological armor, achievements, possessions, opinions, and identities to protect ourselves from the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. And yet, despite our best efforts, we feel vulnerable. A critical comment from a stranger can ruin our day. A change in financial circumstances can trigger deep anxiety. A past memory can surface, washing over us with a wave of shame or regret. This feeling of vulnerability is the universal human condition. We sense a fundamental fragility at our core, and we live in a state of low-grade defense, waiting for the next thing to go wrong. But what if this vulnerability is not an inherent truth? What if it is a symptom of a much deeper, correctable error in our perception of who we are? This is the radical promise of Eckhart Tolle's teachings. He proposes that our sense of vulnerability does not come from the world itself, but from our complete and unconscious identification with the voice in our head, the egoic mind. We believe we are our thoughts, our emotions, and our story. This misidentification is the root of all suffering. The solution, therefore, is not to build better armor, but to realize that you are not the thing that needs protecting. True strength is not found in resistance, but in presence. This guide will walk you through the three core pillars of Tolle's teaching that, when understood, dissolve the experience of vulnerability and reveal the unshakable peace that is your true nature. Pillar 1, the pain body, the reservoir of past pain. The most immediate and visceral experience of vulnerability comes from what Tolle calls the pain body. What exactly is the pain body? The pain body is not a physical organ, but an energy field of accumulated, old emotional pain. It is the living archive of every childhood hurt, every past betrayal, every failure, and every loss that you experienced but were not fully present to process. It is composed of the residual energy of emotions like anger, grief, fear, abandonment, and shame. Crucially, the pain body is semi-autonomous. It exists as a dormant entity within your psychic structure, and it seeks to survive. To do so, it must feed. Its food is pain. It will therefore seek to trigger situations, interpret events, and draw reactions from you that generate the familiar energy of suffering it craves. How the pain body creates the experience of vulnerability. You feel vulnerable because you believe these sudden attacks of negativity are you. You are hijacked by them. 1. Hyperreactivity. A minor event occurs. Your partner forgets to do a chore. A coworker makes an offhand remark. For a person with an active pain body, this is not a minor event. It is a trigger. The old pain awakens and uses the present moment as a portal to emerge. Your reaction is disproportionate. You may erupt in anger or collapse into sadness. Later, you might think, why did I react that way? The answer is, it wasn't you, it was your pain body. 2. The victim narrative. The pain body thrives on a story of being wronged, persecuted, or inadequate. It will filter your perception to fit this story. It makes you incredibly vulnerable to perceived slights and criticism, as they provide perfect evidence for its narrative of victimhood. 3. Addiction to drama and chaos. You may find yourself unconsciously drawn to conflict, problematic relationships, or stressful situations. This isn't masochism, it's your pain body seeking its next meal. The drama and emotional turmoil are energy it can consume, reinforcing its existence and your identification with it. The practice. How to dissolve the pain body. The goal is not to fight the pain body, but to withdraw your identification from it. You do this by bringing the one thing it can never be: conscious presence.